Imagine a vast underwater city, once the pinnacle of an ancient civilization's glory, now lying in eerie silence beneath the waves. Schools of fish dart through crumbling archways, and the occasional glimmer of light catches on ancient, forgotten treasures. Welcome to ancient Sunken Ruins, a place where history, mystery, and adventure collide. Hello, I'm Ryan of the Red Quills, and in today's episode of the Red Quills Guide to Fantasy Lands, we're going to dive deep into the enchanting and often perilous world of underwater ruins. Whether you're a tabletop role-playing gamer or an author crafting your next epic, a game master designing an unforgettable adventure, or simply a fantasy enthusiast, this guide is for you. Over the course of this 6-episode series, we have been and will continue to explore various environs within the fantasy genre. Today, we're focusing on the remnants of advanced ancient civilizations now lying beneath the ocean's surface. So, grab your diving gear and let's explore the mysteries of the deeps. So, let's begin, as we always do, with a blank page. I'm using an A2 sheet of 180 GSM watercolor paper, and I'll be using watercolors and ink to illustrate the map. In the recent videos I've done, I've used an isometric style, a monochrome symbolic style, and the delightful Wainwright style from Northern England, and today I'll be looking at a topographic style. If you've been following our series, you know that we've already traversed the depths beneath the world and ventured into the dangers of the fairy realms. Today's journey is one of reflection and discovery as we explore what lies beneath. So, if you're new here, welcome. There's plenty of adventure ahead. Understanding the depth and the richness of ancient sunken ruins can significantly enhance your storytelling and gameplay. These settings provide a backdrop for exploring themes of loss and mystery and the relentless passage of time. They can challenge your characters with physical and moral dilemmas, and they can make for some truly unforgettable narratives. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with ancient ruins in your own games and stories. Share your tales in the comments below. Who knows, your ideas might inspire our next adventure. In our world, these ruins could be the city of Atlantis. In other worlds, perhaps the fabled lands of the Númenóreans. In my own games, the ruins are the relics of Pelivere, the First Empire. Their ancient steel and glass towers long abandoned, their knowledge lost, their capital feared and avoided. Picture a city where grand spires once reached for the sky, now shrouded in a cloak of water. Sunlight filters through the surface, casting an otherworldly glow on the ancient mosaics and statues. The water is alive, with vibrant corals and curious sea creatures, bringing a haunting beauty to the devastation. Ancient sunken ruins have long captured our imaginations, both in fantasy and in our own world's history. Think of the Númenóreans in J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, or the legendary Atlantis. These civilizations, whether in literature or in lore, represent the heights of human achievement and the tragic beauty of downfall. In your own games and stories, ancient civilizations can serve as a rich backdrop. They offer the chance to explore themes of lost knowledge, the hubris of advanced societies, and the cyclical nature of history. Imagine a once great city now submerged, its towers, its temples, inhabited only by sea creatures, its treasures hidden under layers of coral and sand, forgotten by time. What secrets might lie in wait? What stories could these ruins tell? The stories of these advanced civilizations often revolve around their hubris, how their pursuit of power and knowledge or perfection led to their eventual downfall. This can serve as a powerful narrative tool, offering lessons about the dangers of overreaching and the fragility of greatness. Consider the Númenóreans, whose desire for immortality led to their undoing, or Atlantis, said to be punished by the gods for its arrogance. Real-world lost civilizations like Atlantis or the sunken city of Heraklion or the Minoan civilization provide a wealth of inspiration within reality. Each of these societies was advanced in their own right with unique cultures, technologies, and downfalls. Flesh out what you want to explore by asking yourself the following questions. What did they do too well? Ancient civilizations in fantasy worlds might have mastered arcane magics or developed technologies far beyond their contemporaries. Imagine a city powered by a crystalline energy, or one where the very architecture is enchanted to withstand the pressures of the deep sea. These elements can add layers of intrigue and wonder to your setting. The allure of these ruins lies not just in their mystery, but in what they represent and what they might contain. They're treasure troves of lost knowledge. They hold secrets that could change the course of history or unlock new powers. For characters in your story or game, exploring these ruins could mean finding powerful artifacts, or gaining ancient wisdom, or uncovering truths about their own world. The exploration of these sites can drive entire story arcs, providing some motivation and depth to your characters' journeys. Which leads us to the next question. What did they do wrong? Ancient civilizations didn't exist in isolation. They had allies and enemies, trade partners and rivals. Exploring those relationships can add some depth to your setting. Maybe the ruins were part of a vast underwater empire, or perhaps they were in constant conflict with a neighboring realm. Because then you can come to the lesson of it all. All civilizations do something wrong, or at least could have done something better. After all, they ended. So the question that arises from the ruins of an advanced culture like this is, what didn't they do? Why did they die out? And the last question you can ask yourself is, what were they like? Delve into the daily lives of these ancient peoples as you explore the ruins. What were their beliefs and customs? Did they worship sea deities, or perhaps harness the ocean's power for their own use? Did they avoid the sea altogether so that their downfall was part of some vast ironic joke at their expense? Understanding their culture helps to create a more immersive and believable world. How are these people like us, and how are they different? Once you have a strong picture of the story of these civilizations, you can look into actually exploring them. Add in some small clues into your story first, references in old books, songs of yore, maybe an artifact recovered in an adventure, and give them a destination. Locating these ruins can be an adventure in and of itself. Clues might be found in old maps, ancient texts, or legends passed down through the generations. Explorers could follow underwater currents, discover lost passages, or decode cryptic messages etched in stone. The journey to find these lost cities can be fraught with danger and intrigue, adding layers of excitement to your narrative. As we dive deeper into the theme of ancient sunken ruins, it's crucial to understand the disasters that led to their downfall. These catastrophic events are not just background details, they're integral to the story and to the atmosphere of the ruins. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, tsunamis, and floods can all play a role in the destruction of a civilization. These natural events can reshape landscapes and submerge entire cities. The cataclysmic eruption of Thera, which contributed to the fall of the Minoan civilization, is a prime example. In your stories, a once prosperous city might be buried beneath volcanic ash or swallowed by the sea in a single night. War, technological mishaps, or magical experiments gone awry can also lead to the downfall of ancient civilizations. Consider the fall of Numenor in Tolkien's Legendarium, brought about by the hubris and the defiance of its people. Similarly, an advanced city in your world might have been destroyed by its own creations. Automatons running amok, a magical reactor meltdown, or a catastrophic weapon. The ruins of these civilizations can serve as stark reminders of what once was and what has been lost. They're monuments to human achievements and to the inevitable passage of time. Exploring these themes can add emotional depth to your narrative. Characters might encounter remnants of a bygone era, sparking reflection on society's trajectory. And despite the devastation, life often finds a way to continue. New societies might rise from the ashes of the old, learning from past mistakes and building anew. And this cycle of destruction and renewal can be a powerful motif in your storytelling. It offers hope and underscores the resilience of life. The aftermath of a disaster can dramatically alter the environment as well. An underwater earthquake might create jagged chasms or towering ridges, while a volcanic eruption could blanket the sea floor in lava and ash. And these transformed landscapes adds to the mystery, to the danger of the ruins, presenting physical challenges for your characters to overcome. Disasters also impact the local ecosystems. The ruins might become home to unique flora and fauna adapted to the new conditions. Perhaps a magical catastrophe has left behind areas of wild magic, where the natural laws are altered to create fantastical and dangerous environments. Characters that explore the ruins can piece together the events that led to the civilization's downfall. They might find records, eyewitness accounts, or magical echoes of the past. And the process of discovery can drive your narrative, can reveal secrets, and shape the character's understanding of their world. The causes of a civilization's downfall might still pose threats. Ancient guardians, lingering curses, or the unstable remnants of lost technologies could all present challenges. Characters might need to navigate the dangers while grappling with the ethical implications of their discoveries. And by weaving these elements into your exploration of ancient sunken ruins, you can create a rich and immersive experience that captivates your audience and enhances your storytelling. No ancient era would be complete without its share of relics and artifacts. These remnants of a bygone era can provide clues to the civilization's downfall. They can offer powerful magical items for adventurers or serve as plot devices in your story. When exploring the ancient sunken ruins of advanced civilizations, the relics and the artifacts left behind can provide a fascinating glimpse into the past. These remnants of a bygone era can be a powerful narrative tool, offer clues into the civilization's history, the culture, and the technological or magical prowess. Imagine stumbling upon mechanical guardians still patrolling the ruins, powered by arcane engines or lost technologies. These automatons, which are created to protect or serve, can be formidable adversaries or perhaps unexpected allies. They might possess ancient knowledge or hold the key to unlocking some deeper secret within the ruins. Their designs can reflect the aesthetics and the technological capabilities of the civilization, from intricate clockwork constructs to some sleek magical golems. Advanced civilizations often leave behind remnants of their technological achievements. These can range from simple tools to complex machines, and each is a testament to the ingenuity of their creators. For instance, you might find a device that purifies water, or a long-forgotten weapon of immense power, or a communication device that allows your characters to hear voices from the past. These technologies can serve as plot devices, providing the characters with advantages or presenting them with more moral dilemmas regarding their use. The ruins could be infused with ancient magics, remnants of powerful spells cast long ago, enchanted artifacts, scrolls containing lost spells, or even areas where the very air hums with magical energy can be found. These magical remnants can offer characters new abilities, or perhaps insights into the civilization's mystic practices, or hazards to navigate. Perhaps a character discovers a staff that channels the energy of the sea, or a book that unlocks forgotten arcane knowledge. And amongst the relics, you could encounter beings who have outlived their civilization, either through magical means or advanced science. These forgotten immortals could be wise sages, driven mad by centuries of isolation, or ancient rulers seeking to restore their lost empire. Interacting with these beings can add depth to your story, providing your characters with valuable knowledge or formidable adversaries. They might serve as living testaments to the civilization's achievements and failings. Look to characters in history, such as Gilgamesh, or in fiction, such as Belgarath the Sorcerer. Ancient and immortal sorcerers of incredible power who over time become less and less human. Beyond practical tools and guardians, These ruins can be home to artifacts of immense mystical significance. Amulets that control the weather, crystal orbs that reveal distant lands, ancient manuscripts containing prophecies yet to be fulfilled. These items can become central to your plot. They can drive quests and conflicts. Characters might seek these artifacts to gain power, unlock secrets, or prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. And objects of art or literature or daily life can also offer a more intimate look at the people who once inhabited these ruins. Mosaics can depict legendary heroes or statues of deities, or everyday items like pottery and tools can bring the civilization to life. These relics help to flesh out the world. They make the ruins feel lived in and real. They can also serve as poignant reminders of what has been lost. They can add emotional weight to the exploration. It is easy to think of the ruins as echoing empty halls. But it is important when exploring them to remind the explorer that they were once filled with warmth and music and life. And by integrating these relics into your story or your game, you can create a rich tapestry of history and mystery that captivates your audience. Each discovery can propel your narrative forward and offer some new challenge, some new opportunity, some new insight to explore. The underwater ruins of an ancient civilization teem with life, both familiar and fantastical. The flora and fauna that now inhabit these submerged landscapes can offer depth and some richness to your storytelling, and provide some new challenges and allies for your characters. And the underwater setting of Sunken Ruins is not just about ancient history, it's also about the vibrant and often strange new life that's taken over. The flora and fauna inhabiting these ruins can be as diverse and imaginative as your world allows. You're exploring the concept of cyclical history, where birth leads to death, leads to birth, leads to death, over and over and over again. Perhaps many species have developed symbiotic relationships with the ruins. They can use them for shelter or food or breeding grounds. For example, a type of fish might clean the ruins of algae and debris while gaining protection from predators while living in the city's nooks and crannies. Prolonged exposure to ancient magics or advanced technologies can lead to unique adaptations or mutations in the local wildlife. Fish might glow with bioluminescence. Plants could develop unusual properties. Creatures might exhibit strange magical abilities. Shellfish might inhabit the ancient armor of the civilization, animating it from within. The ruins are home to many dangers. Predatory creatures, both natural and magical, can pose a significant threat to explorers. Giant eels or enchanted sharks or even mythical sea monsters might patrol the depth, adding an element of peril to any expedition. The organisms that inhabit the ruins play crucial roles in an underwater ecosystem. They contribute to the balance of life. They affect everything from water clarity to the growth of coral reefs. Understanding this ecology can add depth to your world building and provide interesting challenges for your characters. I'm developing an ecosystem in this map of my own, an ongoing war, not just within nature, but also between the golems and the automatons that have been tasked with protecting and serving the city, and the life that creeps in over thousands of years. So here are some examples of such organisms that you might use, like abyssal eels that lurk within the dark recesses of the ruins. The eels are both predators and protectors of their domain. They can be territorial, attacking intruders with powerful bites and electric shocks. Their presence adds an element of danger. They force the characters to stay alert, devise strategies to avoid or combat them, or they might serve as guardians to hidden treasures, their nests indicating areas of particular importance because they're drawn to magical energy. You can have kelp forests, enormous seaweeds that form dense underwater woods. Kelp can create natural mazes within the ruins. These forests are home to various marine creatures, some of which might be dangerous to intruders. Navigating through the forest requires careful movement and awareness, as characters can become easily entangled or lose their way. The kelp itself might also possess unique properties, such as healing abilities or ingredients for powerful potions. You could have echo fish like I have here. Small, silvery fish that can mimic the sounds they hear, including human voices, through the water. Their presence can add an eerie, haunting quality to the ruins, as their echoes of long-lost conversations or songs can mislead or intrigue explorers. Perhaps they picked them up from ancient recording devices, or perhaps they learned them long ago, and they've been passed down through the generations after generations of fish down to you. Characters might follow these sounds, leading to discoveries or traps. An echo fish can also serve as a clue to nearby human activity, past or present. You could have ruined anemones. These anemones have adapted to grow on ancient statues, their tendrils covering the statues and the walls. They are both beautiful and deadly. They offer a source of rare magical ingredients or possess defense mechanisms to protect their territory. They're difficult to tell from real ruins, and that's just as well. They wait for the unwary to pass by and then attack. Characters might harvest these anemones for their valuable properties, but must do so carefully to avoid stinging tentacles. And you can have, of course, ancient beasts like sea serpents. Mythical and majestic sea serpents might patrol the deeper areas of the ruins, the cracks of that ancient cataclysm. These creatures can serve as powerful allies or formidable foes, depending on how the characters interact with them. Sea serpents might guard significant relics or sacred sites, adding a layer of challenge to any exploration. Their presence reinforces a sense of wonder and danger that comes with exploring ancient, submerged landscapes. And by populating the ruins with these diverse and intriguing flora and fauna, you can create a living, breathing ecosystem that enhances the sense of immersion for your character. You need not just go down for a moment or a few hours. You can explore it for days, weeks at a time. These elements add to the complexity and the beauty of the setting. They provide new challenges and opportunities for discovery. You can use them to explore other challenges, like how to hold your breath whilst underwater for several days. Exploring the underwater ruins of an ancient civilization offers a unique blend of adventure and mystery and history. These settings are rich with potential for storytelling and world building and gameplay. They provide endless opportunities for creativity. Thank you for joining me, Ryan of the Red Quills, in this episode of The Red Quills Guide to Fantasyland. I hope that this exploration of ancient sunken ruins has inspired you to dive deep into your own creations, whether in games or stories or simply in your imagination. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll journey to our next fantasy locale, the mythical Shadowfell. Until then, keep your quills sharp and your imagination sharper. Today we've dived into the mysteries of the ancient sunken ruins. We've explored their history, the disasters that ended and the relics they left behind, the new life that has taken over. Each of these elements can enrich your stories and your games. They can provide depth and intrigue. And now it's your turn. How will you incorporate ruins like this into your next project? Share your ideas and creations in the comments. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Your feedback is invaluable. If you have any questions or suggestions or topics you'd like to see covered in future episodes, let me know. Together, we can make this series a resource for all fantasy creators. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.